A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic start to the 119th U.S. Congress, House Speaker Mike Johnson narrowly secured his position after a contentious election that highlighted deep divisions within the Republican Party. Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, faced a challenging first ballot as several GOP representatives defected, casting votes for alternative candidates. The stakes were high. Johnson could afford to lose only one vote to retain his leadership role. Initially, Representatives Thomas Massie, Republican Kentucky, Ralph Norman, Republican South Carolina, and Keith Self, Republican Texas, defied party lines, opting to support other candidates instead of Johnson. Their choice to back Representatives Tom Emmer, Republican Minnesota, Jim Jordan, Republican Ohio, and Byron Donalds, Republican Florida, respectively, threatened to derail Johnson's re-election. However, a prolonged voting delay allowed GOP leadership to engage in last-minute negotiations, ultimately convincing Norman and Self to switch their votes to Johnson. This maneuvering was crucial, as Johnson's margin for victory was razor-thin. Any additional defections could have cost him the speakership. The tension surrounding the vote was palpable, with Massie publicly declaring his opposition to Johnson beforehand. The dissenting voices within the GOP reflect a broader discontent with Johnson's leadership style, particularly regarding his approach to funding battles and perceived compromises with Democrats. Critics have accused Johnson of capitulating to Democratic demands, particularly in his crafting of stopgap spending bills during his tenure. For months, Democrats ignored the fact that Joe Biden was a potato, Massie remarked, criticizing the party's reluctance to confront its leadership challenges. Despite the internal strife, Johnson received a significant boost from President-elect Donald Trump, who publicly endorsed him before the vote. Trump's backing has proven influential in solidifying support among Republican lawmakers, as he remains a dominant figure within the party. On social media, Trump praised Johnson, calling him a hard-working and principled leader. "A win for Mike today will be a big win for the Republican Party," Trump asserted. The endorsement seemed to resonate with some GOP members, as evidenced by the last-minute vote changes from Norman and Self. However, the fact that Johnson faced such a contentious election raises questions about the Republican Party's unity as it moves forward. Representative Chip Roy, Republican Texas, expressed concerns about Johnson's leadership, noting that many House Republicans harbor reservations about his ability to effectively lead the party. The GOP's narrow majority in the House, which stands at 220 seats, is further complicated by the recent announcement that several members, including Matt Gaetz, will not take their seats. This shift could reduce the Republican majority to just 217, making it even more challenging for Johnson to navigate the legislative landscape. As the House prepares to tackle pressing issues, including budget negotiations and the upcoming certification of Trump's presidential victory, the internal divisions within the GOP could hinder their ability to govern effectively. Johnson's rocky start as Speaker may foreshadow a tumultuous term ahead, as party members grapple with differing ideologies and priorities. As the new Congress convenes, all eyes will be on Johnson to see if he can unify the party and deliver on the Republican agenda. The path ahead is fraught with challenges, but Johnson's supporters remain hopeful that he can rise to the occasion and lead the GOP through this turbulent period. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.